Now I'm like, do I want to get the like, completely bad ending? Hey, Dravellas. Or do I want to just get the okay ending? How many people are in this area? A lot of people I haven't met yet. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like the Temple Garden is probably not got a lot of people. Yeah. Mama has dementia. She thinks... No, I don't think she has dementia. I honestly think she figured it out. She knows that I'm dead. She doesn't understand... Maybe she doesn't understand vampires, or maybe she does. But she definitely knows that I'm dead. Alright, so this whole area is not what I currently need to be doing. Maybe my father is a vampire. We don't know that the father is dead. We just know that he's not a part of the family right now. I will not be eating my Hydra. How was your nap? Maybe.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Maybe my dad is the vampire who made me. Alright, I don't need to be here right now. Yeah, I mean that's now my current running theory, is maybe my father made me. Nah, it's not that good of a theory though. Also, my father could not be dead. It said take care of things while I'm away. He could just be gone. He could just be not here right now. Like that's...
It's locked, all right.
That's fine. That's my house, isn't it? Why can't I get in? I unlocked that door.
It's locked.
It's also my house, isn't it? Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, we're in West End. I don't know. Yes, I did find her.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. It's locked. We have made it to the club.
It's locked.
Locked. It's locked. Pet Pedro. Boop.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Everywhere?
Miss, you don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, she's looking for them.
It's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
Can I help you?
The rats.
All right then.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow.
I'm hungry.
Don't you remember who you are, miss?
I was
Campaign
strong,
for good causes.
proud.
What
Is
happened?
this the friend?
Rats.
No, her name
Once
was like
hides
Emily
in
or
that
something.
Little crunch.
Miss Billow, please.
The voice in my head.
Do you feel compelled to obey?
Yes.
Tell me about the...
Keep your mouth shut, he said.
What is the local news?
Shadows. Shadows.
I must go.
All right, this woman eats rats. Burn. This game has good music. I can give it that. Some of the cello stuff is like really good. All right, Charlotte. No, I don't want to. I want to look at the map.
Right to vote is only the first step.
All right, this is it. This is where we're gonna go. Ascalan Club. We're doing it. Yeah, she's probably turned. Save some rats for the kooky voice-hearing lady. I'm sure there are plenty of rats, guys. I don't think the amount of rats in London are going anywhere.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalan Club, I presume.
The Ascalan Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
I am a summon.
Welcome to the Ascalan Club, then, Dr. Reid. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
They rate your nomming.
Welcome to the Ascalan.
Arthur Pemberton. Man, you guys are
Quite
sloppy.
a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalan Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Man, they fucked up, guys. What did I do wrong? Oh, is this an exit? Did I just walk out the back door? God damn it. It's not gonna let me in, is it? I have to go back all the way around? Oh, I didn't know it was an exit. I definitely missed the party. Is it gonna let me back in? Are you gonna let me back in? Okay, at least it lets me back in. At least I don't have to go all the way around. I'm high. Wait, no. You're gone and I have to get high on the blood because I am vampire. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Think about all the drugs they could have. The history and purpose of the Ascalan Club. The Ascalan Club is an association of gentlemen secretly aiming for the protection of the Crown's interests. It was founded in 1837 to honor and perpetuate the legacy of my maker, William Marshall, the first Earl of Pembroke and Protector of England. All of the members of the club must be of good extraction and flawless moral fiber. Since the club accepts mortal members, who will be duly observed and valued as proper candidates for immortality, the goal of the club is to impose respectable traditions and behaviors amongst the good vampire society, but also to promote and expand imperial hegemony of England. We are the true elite of British society. We are Ascalan, the holy lance held by St. George's, protector of England. And when the saint slew the dragon, as lance-bearers ourselves, we vow to defend the Empire's interest. Yay! Yay! We're vampire
I cannot
people.
enter.
For England, James. No, for me. Okay. God save the Queen. God save her. Yo, I'm gonna rob the shit out of the Ascalan Club, by the way. Looks like this room's still clear for the robbing. Yeah. Give me all your shillings. Give me every goddamn shilling you have, you rich dicks. You know what'd be cool is if they had like a new game plus, where if you could just start over, but with all the things that you have unlocked. That would be really cool. Shit! I was robbing!
Good evening.
Good evening, James. How they all look the same. They're all old white guys.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reid. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
You surely showed that young whippersnapper.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalan Club, Dr. Reid. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Oh, thank
Lord
you, Mr. Blue Cemetery.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reid.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
I keep imagining the guy with the huge bottom jaw and Family Guy when the guy talks. Meows. I admire her.
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely,
Never
especially if
trust
she is
a woman.
too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too
God.
fickle when it comes to important
This guy.
decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak.
It's like a
ill of
vaudeville
Lady Ashbury.
character.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same
James
fidelity
Bottom
to
to
the
the
Empire?
third.
What do you mean?
I speak of this skull plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Guard of Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reid, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
Don't speak about my family. It's no concern of yours. It's clearly the only thing he's actually concerned about. Like, that's the one reason why he's here. I'm gonna say, I guess I'll just say no.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reid. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely
He
Ascalan
cares
material.
greatly.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member
About
of
my
the Ascalan
lineage.
Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many
Yeah, what are the
questions.
terms and conditions of this
ask.
club? What does
What
membership
would it mean
imply?
to be a member of the Ascalan Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
I want the tapestry to catch on fire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalan Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalan Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived.
What about
As
King
was he,
Arthur?
we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
Well, we read the thing. Ascalan is the name of the lance that William
does
Marshall
Ascalan
or no, St.
Ascalan
George
was the
had.
lance wielded by St. George, glorious
dragon.
patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
God, you're
William
so into
Marshall
yourself.
founded the Ascalan Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
Well, maybe William Marshall is my maker.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours. Sent to cleanse the East End of all Scals. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
He kind of talks like the Emperor from Star Wars. If necessary. Unlimited power.
I agreed to join the club.
This is good news.
Your friends.
Good news indeed in these crucial times.
Do it.
Let's inform the assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
Proceed with your
Fear
initiation.
not.
Vader.
Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just
Dark
that we,
side.
the members of Ascalan, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
Tradition and custom. Emperor.
My fellow
Blew it.
members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reid, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now.
What am I supposed to speak? I literally just
Will
came
you
in.
serve and protect
Oh,
the crown
yes.
as he did?
I
Yes.
shall.
I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Gonna sign in blood. Vampires always be doing everything in blood. That can't be healthy. I wonder if vampires have terrible STIs. Everyone's got chlamydia. Look at that! You just got blood chlamydia. You piece of shit.
Welcome to the Ascalan Club, Dr. Reid. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
One of us. One of us. I want to talk to. This is the
Good evening,
Aloysia
Dr.
guy,
Reid.
probably, right?
How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
Yep. I knew this guy. The infirm one was who isn't a vampire.
I feel like the newcomer. And I do not like it at all.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalan Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson.
Aloysius.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself.
He can't even pronounce his own
My body is
name
slowly
right.
abandoning me,
Aloysius.
Dr. Reid.
Aloysius.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is not the nature of this club a secret, shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reid, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
He wants
I
that
would
suck
not
so he
dare
doesn't have to
speak about
die.
Chairman without his
But
consent.
he's gonna die.
Mr. Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson. The wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are
Yeah,
you sick,
he's
Mr.
super
Dawson?
upset about being dead.
I am a
or
doctor.
going to die.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan
shall
to save
later,
the city
friend.
I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
What do you know about the Guard of Prewen?
I should not say this, but I admire their
Ooh.
commitment.
Hear
This
that?
is what the nation needs right now.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reid.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right.
Carnods!
That's it. To wield it. I
Thank
have a
you
plan.
so much
A
for that
radical one
sub
that
hype,
will
friend.
save all that
6
is
months of
essential
love.
in London.
What is
Mwah.
your plan then?
Love you.
Quarantine
Thank you
and
so much.
barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
It's dangerous.
By doing so, you would create 2 separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear.
He's Trump's ancestor.
Necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Build a wall. That's what
We'll
he
talk
says.
later, Dr. Reid.
I can't talk to these douche pyres. These douche pyres don't. Wait, hold on. Let me put on my douche pyre senses. Oh no, that guy. Yeah, they have names. I was like, they don't even have names. Okay, they have names.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I. Lance,
How old
now.
would you
I'm
have to be to look that old
According
as a
to my
vampire?
spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
You were spot.
Not personally. I rarely...
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
Are there werewolves? I want to know. I want to be in the werewolf club.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the
What
epidemic.
about fetish?
This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reid, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants.
Both mortal and immortal, because I am Sir
Alarmed by
Douchebag.
the epidemic, the
Lord
Guard
of the Blue
Freewen has started
Cemetery.
a war against us
Mr.
British
Redgrave.
vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
Some Scals are victims. Some Scals are peaceful.
I have met peaceful and wise Scals. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Scals are hideous, shameful creatures that
They're
keep all their
ugly,
colour
and
by
I
their
don't
name.
like them.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse
But they're
them.
people. They're ugly.
By all means necessary, Dr. Reid. You are now a member of the Ascalan.
You're my bitch now. Go murder
Interrogate
people
the
who are
locals.
ugly.
Follow all the leads you find and get results.
Such an example.
Oh shit, I got level 4 mesmerize.
Brave can play with the brave all he wants. But
Can I talk to these douche pyres?
Until the pre-went end their hunt.
They don't even have I can't even talk to them. Ask locals about possible sources of infection in the West End. What about these guys? Are they on my thing? Are you guys on my thing? They're not. These are all individual people I still have to meet. I'll get you yet, douche pies. Who was that? A good dagger. Oh, it's an offhand. It just absorbs blood. That's kind of cool. It's not that good. Damn. Lying ass daggers. What's next? Mass genocide of things that are ugly? Do it. Do it. You must rest in a bed and spend XP and evolve. I don't want to. Do it.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Mm-hmm. Very clearly. We need to find more people in this area. This district doesn't have. We haven't found most of the people in the district. That definitely needs to be fixed. Oh, we also need to open this door. Fighting the hidden cities. Hidden citizens. Citizens.
Women of all countries unite! Women's right to vote is only the first.
Alright, that's my mama. That's my butler. He buttles. His job is to buttle. which just sounds funny. I buttle. I'm a butler, sir.
Why
What do you do?
vampire hunters
I
sniffing
butter.
around here? I need to find out what they're after.
I'm big. Shadow. She's bake. She's baked to buttle. What do I do? You have cake?
I'm sure Kaloon Russell has
sounds
no
so good.
interest in such a conventional menu.
Ooh. I did not mean to go into the sewers. I think that's what I just did. I have no clue where I am. I'm high, you're gone, and I'll have to get high all the time to keep you off my mind. Whoa, whoa, spend my days trapped in a haze. I know where I am. Okay, this is not where I want to be though. Pancakes, that's awesome. Hey, pancakes are great. You just be happy for your pancakes. You know what I have? Nothing. I have nothing. I have no cakes. No pancakes. I have water. You know what I did? I ate a chicken salad. That's what I had for lunch.
It's locked.
2 pieces of pizza. That's all I've eaten today. It was a good chicken salad though. I grilled some onions and some chicken. Threw it in with some feta, some Kalamata olives. Wait, oh, you're a vampire lady. I thought you were new. I thought you were new and interesting. I didn't have any tomatoes though. That was sad. Some lettuce. I made this oil and vinegar dressing. Wish I had more of that. I found someone.
Hello?
Hello?
Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny.
Johnny?
I'm
That's
so
me.
sorry for your
I'm
loss.
Johnny.
Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
Let me in.
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old times'
I'm
sake.
using my
Of
magic
course you may
voice.
enter, Jonathan. I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
You better be sorry for my loss, ho. I'm just gonna... Hold on, I'm making a routine inspection. I'm, looking for contagions.
You know that you are always welcome here.
There's,
At this
probably contagions in here. Definitely a dangerous place you live. Look, I'm saving you, really. That's what I'm doing. I'm saving you from these contagions. Oh shit! There's some contagions in here too? Aw, yeah. Aw, shillings. Money's dirty, you know. You don't want to get this dirty money all over everything. You could get sick. That's how you get sick.
It's locked, all right.
I would know. I'm an expert. I spent the last day and night crying tears of joy. I did not know bliss could be so painful. My Clarence just wrote to me. He's back from the war alive and unharmed. He'll be at home within 2 weeks. Thank you, God. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see my beloved husband again. Clarence's attitude still worries me. He's still not the same since he came back. The first few weeks I thought it was just a necessary adjustment period, but his behavior seems to be more and more erratic. Nowadays, he spends all his time outside, day and night, searching for evidence. He does not care about the flu. He does not care about me. He's starting to frighten me. I can't believe this. Clarence has spent half of his pension to print some stupid leaflets he now wants to freely give away. He wants to freely give them away in the neighborhood. People are starting to laugh at me. Now he wants to organize some public lecture in recently closed theater to warn people about the presence of evil creatures in London. Free entry, of course. My husband may have come back unharmed from the war, but I'm afraid he's lost his mind over there. Clarence confessed that he has not spent half of his pension at all. Plus, Not spent half his pension, but all of it, plus some of our savings. Paper and ink cost so much because of the war, he said. But it's a cost we must pay. People openly mock us now. I don't know what to do. Today the butcher, Mr. Galloway, sent me the monthly fee and requested payment in full. He also told me that he now demands to be paid each time we buy some meat from his shop. No more credit. The baker asked the same thing 2 days ago. First, I thought it was a new policy because of restrictions of the epidemic, but it seems my friends have the same, still have financial arrangements from the shop. I was so ashamed I could not speak. We can't keep on like this. Clarence is completely mad. He's spending all the money we have, and I don't know how to stop him. Sometimes I wish he did not come back from the war. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh man, now I feel really good about stealing all of the things I could find in your house.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
Leper.
Do you need my...
No, thank...
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences for your sister.
Sushi dude!
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden. And
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but...
There's no need to apologize, my dear.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too...
Why is my return...
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise.
You and Clarence.
How have you been since the last time?
I've done my duty. Like all British...
I understand. Luckily, this part
Saved
of town...
from the worst of the
Yes,
bombings.
and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Mm-hmm. Being wealthy. Yep. It's
I'm
good.
investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
The McPhersons. I heard they locked themselves in their own house.
They could just be afraid of getting sick.
Perhaps you're right.
Alright, well,
Good.
that's information.
At least you survived the Great War.
Well, we gotta check out the McPhersons. I don't... What's the point of this place? Ho ho! I think it's...
No invitation is needed to enter this building.
Emily's love letter. My dear Jacques, I can't wait to see you again. Tonight, tomorrow, I can't hardly wait. Since we kissed on that bridge, while the moon was so bright in the sky, I want to feel your teeth again on my lips. Oh, and the excruciating pain of your sweet bite on my neck. You devil, you. Oh, this is Rat Lady. For the longest second ever, I feared you were going to kill me right there on the bridge in the middle of the night. But no, my dear Jacques. You remained the delicate fiancé I knew you were. You were only teasing me. I can't wait to drink your blood, for good, this time, and come back to my sweet friend Charlotte as an immortal. To play with her a little, first of course, like you taught me how to play with immortals. And then, I'll turn her into one of us too, and then we will rule the knights of London and cleanse the city of its impure souls. Oh shit.
No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in.
Oh shit. She's boned. She's bone alone. Emily's bone alone.
I should follow the trail.
Okay. That's like period blood. There's like nothing. That's just like a little dabble. It's like, that's not so bad. Ka-chong. You can... That's an iffy point in this game. The whole you can't enter without being invited feels far more like You can't enter because of locked door. Wait, is that actually part of the lore? Is the whole you can't enter without being invited? I didn't think that was part of this lore. Oh shit, we're in the docks. Where's this blood? There's some blood. Hi! How's it going? Oh. I at no point thought that was actually part of this lore. I mean, it makes sense though, because in the lore, you can't enter without being invited in, but you can still enter through an open window or an open... I don't know. It still has to be a sealed building, if I recall.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Look at this guy.
The same question.
I am Jacques.
Marquis de Bois-Colombes.
Marquis de Bois-Colombes.
To find your own game, sir.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm here to solve the mystery concerning the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
And of course, because I am French.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun.
Enjoy the show.
Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
Who bought the ticket to the fair?
Who exactly are you?
I am
Jacques.
Guillaume Florimond de
Michel Guillaume Florimond le Marquis de Bouchard. Are you French? Are you French? Oui! But of course, you still Englishman.
Sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many
Baguette, oui, oui. Am I French?
Dear cousin, are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
I'm going to murder you.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young...
guess.
Yes, the
guess.
meeting
From The Little Mermaid?
I ruined my last wedding.
I think you're talking
So you admit you
about
murdered
Beauty and the
her?
I
Beast.
admit nothing. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach.
Under the sea.
And
Under the
The
sea.
body rejected
Little
my
Mermaid
blood.
had a French guy. It was Le Poisson. Le Poisson, Le Poisson. Hee hee hee. Ha ha ha.
Her gurgling brought me some fun until the artery burst.
I do believe him, but he does deserve to die. I mean, I still want to kill him. He murdered her.
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary confirms your statement.
Oh, Emily was her name. Quite charming. Well, mystery solved then.
Yes, I suppose so.
Oh no, I want to kill him.
You can go.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city as much as I do.
But is he a character in the thing? Is he? He is not a character. Can I change my mind? I don't. I'm not okay with this guy. Damn it. I mean, I guess it was an accident. But still shitty. Still I guess we're being the forgiving type. Le poisson, le poisson. Hi hi hi. Ha ha ha. I have to go tell her that her friend is dead, so that's fine. That's great.
Women die.
Good evening.
And good.
Good evening. Good evening.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood.
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Oh, an orange?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district.
Charlotte,
have you noticed
stay.
anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a
Well, her
strange
mother's a
house while
vampire.
campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye.
She's been...
Let's go check out that steak. That steak might be really dope.